Going live. And I'm live. Wow. It's lagging quite a bit. Hello. I'm sorry if there's really bad connection issues. So I apologize if there's any lagging, or if there is any connection issues, then I may not be able to stream at all. But, hello Eva, thanks for joining. I hope the connection's reasonable. So, as you all know, 10 minutes for everyone to jump in, and then the hour stream starts after 6 o'clock, and it'll finish at 7. Things have been okay. Things have been all right. Been back since last Monday. Things have been all right, but slow. I hope things with you get better. Yeah. It's okay. Things can happen in a few hours. I at least had the best rant. That is true. And it's always good to rant and get things off your chest and not have so many like things building up. It's always nicer when you can just kind of like, ugh. In the thumbnail, it doesn't even look like it's my hands doing this. Like from the thumbnail, it kind of looks like, because my arms are like this, like covering up my arms. So it looks like, you know, it looks like someone else's hands are coming up from the corner. Oh man. Ugh. Oh. I just got a notification saying that I'm live. My phone. Sorry about that silence. I was just like, I was wondering why my phone was making a noise, and I looked at it and said, gone live. I was like, I know. I can see. The phone likes telling you, like, 5 or so minutes after you started to let you know that you're already doing what you're doing. Oh. So, yeah. All right. Oh, yeah. So there's quite a few things to talk about today. Some movies to show and talk about. Some, as you can tell by the title, some collectible. Not like a lot, just like 2 little collectible things that I found when I was back in London visiting the family. And then talking about future things. That's it, really. It's just stuff like that. Yeah, just giving it the whole 10-minute waiting for people to join in, and then kind of just going through it all. Oh, it's such a long week. Since I've been back, I've done nothing but go out and do things. Oh, even when I was away, all I did was go out and do things. Yeah, so I'm very like. Your laugh as well. Thank you. It's nice when some people can appreciate my laugh. Most people hate it because it's loud and annoying. Ugh. Ugh. But it makes me giggle. Oh, that's good. It's always nice when I can make someone else laugh. It's kind of my intentions. Just close some of these window things down, just so that it will give my computer some extra kind of like moving space, so move faster. But I got a new phone, so I'm able to do like 4K recordings like I used to do. So now when I get like movies and 3D collectibles, and especially now that after Christmas I'm going to be doing my like complete collections of 3D and standard. Now that I'm going to be able to do those, I'll be able to use the 4K camera, and it'll just look a lot better than my previous one I did last year. So I'm looking forward to that. Every time a new window opens, it slows down my computer. I wish it just stopped popping open at the bottom. Yeah, I'm happy with it. I mean, I like this Maker phone anyway. So, and for it to have like a good camera, and the editing software is much nicer on this phone. Like, I'll show you the phone. Like, this is my old phone that I was using. This was the Samsung J3, and now I have the Samsung S7. I could have gone for the better model of the Samsungs. I could have gone for like an S8 or something, but I prefer the S7 because it's roughly the same size as this. So I'm used to holding that in my hand, and it's easy. It's more functionable. But I can also do video within video editing. I can also do, when I'm using the actual camera function, I can do video in video recording. So there'll be like a little box like somewhere like here with my face, and then the rest of the camera will be what that camera's facing. So I've got a lot of projects in mind to do that with. So it's nice to have a new phone, new camera. It opens up a whole new. Oh god, it's too early for those kind of jokes. Oh gosh. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to that. I've got a whole list of projects to do. I look forward to that a lot. Some information on like channel stuff to talk about, which I'll be talking about within the next minute, which is where all the topics start flying out now. Oh, so sorry I keep taking off my glasses. I'm just like, I'm tired. I've got like very, very low energy. Ugh. But I need to do a stream this month. So I thought, why not? I'll do a stream. I do enjoy these streams. I have actually got I've actually got an update video coming up soon. Coming up probably tomorrow. I've recorded it with the 4K camera, so I have to edit through that phone. But it will explain like what my plans are for future videos, and how my channel may consist of going forward. Because yeah, there's a lot of issues. A lot of issues. Perks of being A-list, and yeah. Oh god. Right, so okay. 10-minute mark. Now this stream is going to be all topic-based stuff. So I'm going to show the two collectibles first, and then I'll get into the movies, talk about how I got them, why I got them, which ones I've watched. Then I'll be talking about some other things towards the end. So, first collectible I found at my family's back in London was I am and was a massive fan of Borderlands for the console. For Borderlands 2, there was a collector's item. Well, there was two collector's editions. One was a basic collector's edition, and then there was a second collector's edition, which was like really like a lot more expensive with cooler stuff. I never got a chance to get either of those because they were way overpriced. And then one day in my local London cash converters, I came across one of those collectibles for a very, very fair price. And it was a Marcus bobblehead. This isn't even a joke. I went to London last Friday. So we stayed from the 13th to the 16th. And this is what I look on the coach. Like, just, I was... Like that, so just perfect interpretation of me on the coach. But now I have this little Marcus to go next to my Claptrap 3D printed collectible, so that's pretty cool. Oh god. Genuinely is what I was doing on the coach the entire gen. Oh, fudge me. Alright, so next collectible, it's kind of got a meaning to me on so many different levels. It's been damaged since I've been given it, though, because it was stuffed in so many places down there. I finally found it. I've just got to fix it up a bit, make it look a bit more neater. So this is a collectible from a show that I'm a massive fan of. That for everyone who knows me and watches my videos, they know exactly what kind of stuff I'm into. So yeah, this is a dual disc from the TV show, and it still works. It's electronics work. But basically, this thing goes on your arm, and then let's check. So this thing goes on your arm. You put your deck in here. Deck, D-E-C-K, by the way, in case anyone gets any funny ideas. You put that in there, and then you put your monster cards on these zones, and then you put your magics and traps in these little slots up here, and then your graveyard zone is here. And if you've got a field spell, you flip this out and you put it in there. So the reason I wanted to definitely bring this back with me is because next year I'm planning to go to a Comic-Con, and I'm planning to cosplay as one of my favorite characters from the original show who actually wears this dual disc specifically. So it's got a couple of meanings. One, it's my second dual disc I've ever owned. Two, it was given to me by my brother. And three, my first ever dual disc that was bought for me on a Christmas day when I was about 10 or 11 years old was broken a couple of years later due to people moving it around when they shouldn't have, and I lost that one. So I wanted to get this one back just so that next year I can do the cosplay as my favorite character. But in order to cosplay as him, I need to lose a lot of this crap off me, and I need to bulk up a bit, which I've actually been... no, not Joey, but I'm glad that you know a name of a character. That surprised me a bit. No, it's from a season 4 called Waking the Dragons, Raphael. He was a bad guy. Well, he was a semi-bad guy, but he was a very big appreciator of his cards, and he's kind of like Yugi in a way, where he really loves cards. He appreciates what they did for him and who they are, and the fact that they've had his back since he was a young kid. And, I just love the character. His entire story makes me feel so happy that I watched the show. My first original favorite character has always been Kaiba, because I love Blue Eyes White Dragon. It's the dragon that made me love the shows, the dragon that made me love the cards. But then seeing Raphael, just, oh, the dude is cool. I like the original series. Hey! Yes! I did not know you watched Yu-Gi-Oh! And the fact that you like the original series has made me so much more happier now. Yeah, but I'm gonna try and bulk up a bit and then cosplay as Raphael. So what my plan is, what I'm hoping to do, if not by next year, but by the year after that, I'm hoping that I can get that done. So that's collectibles. So I mean that's pretty much it. All right, so movies, and it looks like it's just us. Oh god. Okay, so yeah, I mean, for anyone who obviously misses this stream today, I'm sorry you guys weren't here. Seto is an ass. I liked him. I think Seto was cool. I mean, he had every reason to be an ass. Right, so movies. Eva, I'm kind of glad you're here, because the first one I was going to like re-show was obviously this, because I watched it in 3D and I absolutely love the film and I love the 3D to it. The 3D adds so much to this that I didn't expect. And the 3D is actually a lot better than the first film. The first film only looks good if you watch it on VR or probably on a projector. But on like a TV or something, it didn't look that great. But this definitely was a lot better. So thank you. Really enjoyed this. Oh gosh, what was that? What was this? Oh, just a YouTube notification. Scared the crap out of me. The phone just like kind of growled at me. Just laying there. That looks familiar. You finally got it. Yeah, no, I do. I love it. I absolutely love it. Then while I was in London, I asked Alice if she'd pick these for me while she was out, which is Aladdin, Dumbo, and The Lion King in 3D. I kind of made myself a deal that I would not watch any of these films in 3D unless I could get all three at the same time. So luckily they were all in one place. They were all affordable. And I managed to grab them. I actually watched Aladdin the other day, and it's nowhere near as good as the original Aladdin, but it was enjoyable. I still found it fun, and the 3D works. The 3D works really well for it. So I'm not too angry about that. Haven't got Aladdin any others. Oh well, hopefully you got in, because it's not a bad watch, and the 3D is enjoyable. So you should get some enjoyment out of it. Then these next few films I picked up from my local co-op. They had like a basket of DVDs, CDs, and Blu-rays. There was like a charity basket thing happening, and Alice showed me the charity basket. You know, she turned around to me and said, "Look at this." It was like any donations for any items in there. So I put a £5 note in the bucket and ended up getting this little pile. So the first two are Police Academy 5, 6, and 7. So that's pretty. Got 1 and 2, so I just need 3 and 4. I like the Police Academy movies. They're really enjoyable films. Then grabbed Jigsaw and Overlord, which I didn't expect to see in there, especially in the donation basket. So not only was it going towards a good cause, but it got me 2 films I haven't seen that are reasonably new that I can check out now. And then this last film is a film that I've only ever watched once, but I actually really liked the film, so I wanted to get it back on Blu-ray anyway. Last time I owned this actually was on DVD, so I haven't watched it for a very long time. But Mutant Chronicles with, I think, Thomas Jane, Ron Perlman, and John Malkovich. I like this film. And then, yeah, then basically, I think it was like 2 days ago, I was at town and I found 2 films in my local Fast Cash and 2 films in my local charity shop. So the 2 films from Fast Cash was Chronicles of Narnia of Voyage of the Dawn Treader 3D. 3D for this is not that good. The story is okay. 3D is not so good. And Team America, which I absolutely love. Alice hasn't watched this yet, and she doesn't look like she wants to. But hopefully she will, because I know she'll like it. And then the last 2 films I've picked up, well, one's a film, one's kind of like a documentary kind of thing. Well, I don't know what it is really, but I watched it. It's kind of entertaining. The Raid 2, only because I've seen The Raid and I like the Raid film, so I want to see this. I've heard this is a lot better. And then the last one I picked up is this OMG Top 50 Incidents in WWE History 2-disc set. I just thought I used to like wrestling, but I like stuff like this. Stuff like this makes it more interesting to watch. Stuff like that. I like America, yeah. The film is. I love the songs in that film as well. I think they're brilliant. I can't wait to watch it though, because I want to see her reaction to it. I know she's gonna love it. Oh, but the sex, yes. Oh my god. Oh, it's gonna be good. It's a good scene. It's a good scene. But yes, that's all the movies I got anyway. Yeah. Oh, thank God there wasn't. So yeah, so I didn't really get much towards Christmas time movie wise, and really, to be honest, I've been taking a break from buying that many movies. I did the charity basket thing because of the charity situation, and I picked up those ones just because I was at town. I fancied a couple of things, but I've actually taken a break from buying some movies for now. If they're 3D releases that I really want, so like if I come across Jumanji or Secret Life of Pets or the Lego Ninjago, just stuff that I don't own in 3D that I would like to. If it's stuff like that, then I'll pick it up. If it's just standard Blu-rays, I won't really pick it up. So yeah, I just yeah. Did Narnia come with the 2D? No, it's on the same disc. It sucks, but it's okay. I don't mind so much with that. Yeah, so if things come out in 3D and I see them around and they're cheap prices, I'll grab them. But if it's just standard Blu-rays I don't really care about at the moment, I won't grab. One of the reasons being is because I'm getting back into my Yu-Gi-Oh! Hobby. So I've been buying some cards and some sleeves and been jeweled. Like when I was in London, I jeweled my nephew. We had like 16 to 17 jewels in a row. It was awesome. Me and Alice have been dueling every couple of days now, which has also been really fun. She's getting back into the card game. So yeah, we've just been buying cards and bundles and stuff, and it's just nice to have every so often take a break from your main hobby and pick up back on like a side hobby for a change, just so that you've got different things to do every couple of months, just so you're not always doing the same thing over and over again. So it's kind of fun. Plus, we missed the feeling of opening booster packs. There's just something relaxing about like opening up a booster pack. Yeah, so I have the Team America soundtrack, by the way. Awesome. Team America soundtrack is amazing. I'm guessing you're having a burnout. Kind of. I just 3D was my main focus towards the Blu-ray department. Like, I was completely anti-Blu-ray. A few years back, I said this I think on my last live stream. I was just pure DVD only until I got a 3D TV, and then the only time I'd buy a Blu-ray is if it was a 3D Blu-ray. So I'd watch it in 3D, but then if I was going to watch it in 2D, I wouldn't watch the Blu-ray, I would just watch the DVD. I'd always go out and buy the DVD with the 3D Blu-ray. And then I watched Sin City, which was my first Blu-ray I actually watched on my TV, fell in love with Blu-ray, ended up... Because I had Blu-rays before that. I had G-Force and National Treasure, and I never really noticed anything different with them. It could have been because the TV I was watching them on wasn't full HD TV, therefore I wasn't noticing anything spectacular. But then when I had this big 51-inch HD TV and I stuck Sin City on, I was like, wow, Blu-ray looks good. And then I started buying Blu-rays. So I'm just going back to my whole 3D passion, where if I come across something in 3D that I want, I'll grab that. But if I see something in 2D that I don't need now, I just won't. Not yet. So I'm just taking a little break from buying movies unless it's a 3D title. So in between 3D titles and Yu-Gi-Oh, I'm not really buying much else. So it's pretty much that, really. Oh shit, Sin City has a very nice art. It does. Sin City is a beautifully done movie. I think I'll have to honestly say there are 3 films that came out back on Blu-ray that if I had not watched Sin City, there would have been 2 other films I could have watched that would have convinced me to start buying Blu-ray. One of which would be Watchmen, and the other which would be Sucker Punch. If I was still into DVD and I hadn't watched Sin City and I'd watched Sucker Punch or Watchmen, I probably would have also gotten into Blu-ray. Because those 2 movies are fucking beautiful on Blu-ray. So, yeah, I absolutely love Sucker Punch. I did a nice, like, in-depth review on the hidden meaning behind that film and stuff like that. It just, Sucker Punch is just one of those films that, oh, it's just so good. It made me laugh because everyone was like, oh, I thought Avatar would have been the one that convinced you. It's like, well, I didn't have Avatar at the time. I had it on DVD and it looked great. So, what did you and Alice think of my Game of Thrones clip? That set is cool. It is cool. I just, not a fan of Zack Snyder. Not a lot of people are, but I love Sucker Punch. It's just a fantastic, and it really does relate to mental health, like 99%, honestly. It's such a good film. And Watchmen is one of the darkest DC stories told to date. I think the next is Joker, from what I've heard. But Watchmen is just, wow. Ugh. I also like Super 8, to be honest. Super 8 on Blu-ray is quite nice. Good film. So many, like, so many Blu-rays. I just found it funny that when you got a certain 4K and I got... Yes! Yeah, well, oh, I almost dropped it. Like, I was so shocked when I opened that parcel. Because I completely forgotten what you'd said. So it turned up, and I was like, I don't remember ordering anything. I just opened it, I was like, I'll tell you what, though, the ending of that film makes me laugh. So I was sitting here laughing my ass off. The ending was so funny. Oh, the after credits thing, that was so hilarious. I was in stitches. I was quite howling. Oh god, so sorry about my yawning. I'm just very lacking energy right now. Do apologize. Possible plus. I'm dicking with you. I was dicking with you. Off. Yes, she was. Yep. Yeah. He was like, oh, I've never heard of such thing like that. Uh, I'm very grateful. It sits very proudly next to its predecessor. So it's nice. Plus, Alice is looking forward to checking out the 4K when she gets her set up. Like, she's also still got the Alita disc, the Alita 4K, so she's going to check Alita out and that at the same time. Um, to see what she thinks of the 4Ks from them. Oh. Okay. Yeah. Oh. Oh god, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for yawning. Oh. Been a couple of early mornings these past few days. We have no idea why, but Alice keeps getting up like 10 to 15 minutes before I do. And it's always like super early in the morning, even though we don't go to sleep till like 2 in the morning. And then she gets up at like 6 or 7. We have no idea why. I've been watching her videos too about her 4K plans. Oh, Eva's been watching your videos about your 4K plans. She's smiling while trying to hide the smile. She likes it when people watch her videos because she thinks no one ever does. But they do. She's got to get used to it. Yeah, she wants to buy a lot of 4K stuff when she gets her set up. She wants to go all out. And we're going to start our mini series thing, aren't we? We're going to do a series like 3D versus 4K. So she's going to get the 4K release of the same film I'm getting in 3D. And then we're going to both watch it in 3D, and then we're going to both watch it in 4K. And then we have to vote for which looks better. Oh, Eva said, I do. Tons of smiley faces and love hearts about watching the videos. Eva said, team up, please, God, yes. Yeah, we will. Yeah, we will. We've got that planned. It's something we're looking forward to doing. So it's going to be fun. It's going to be enjoyable too. It's going to be like going out, just grabbing our versions of whatever. See, it's weird the way I talk because I've got the Cockney still in me. So when I'm talking, I'm like slowly saying the words, but I'm saying them without their pronunciation. So, so go out and grab our versions. It's like I said that before. I said to someone in HMV, did they have a 3D version of something? And they went, You want a 3D Virgin? I was like, no, 3D version. Yeah, you're saying Virgin. It's like, no, version. I was like, the 3D version. Nah, you're still saying Virgin. I'm not. So I had to say, have you got the 3D release? And they were like, oh, yeah, we know. Yeah. Like, creep, just me walking and going, you got a 3D Virgin. I could do with one of those. So, just walking in with a funny hat, just 3D Virgin. I don't know why anyone would do that, but that's my creep face. Oh, it's so fucking random. Oh, what's going on in me? I'm just, see, this what happens. See, when I've got no energy and I'm tired, I go completely doolally. Like, it just whoosh, whoosh. It just. Oh God. So I was like, I was like, it's like when I was looking back for just after I moved here, I was looking for mannequin heads to display like movie helmets and stuff. I was in a charity shop and this woman, she was ignoring me, and I said like hello like 3 times, and eventually she goes, oh, can I help you? I was like, do you have any mannequin heads? And she went, clothes pegs. Went, no, mannequin heads. I was like, toothpicks. Mannequin heads. Madeira cake. I was like, yeah, I'm that fat. I'm going to look for a second-hand Madeira cake in a charity shop. No, mannequin head. They had like this headless and armless mannequin. And I went, did you see this here? And she went, yeah. I went, I want the thing that it's missing. And she went, it's arms and legs. Head. This. Your face. And it went on for ages, and I was getting so wound up. So I went, oh, can I talk to someone else, please? So she went, yeah, I think that's for the best, really. So she got someone else, and he came. I said, mate, do you have any mannequin heads? And he goes, oh, no, sorry, no, we don't have it. I said, thank you. And she went, I thought he was asking for Madeira cake. Like, what? I know that I am a big man, but I would not go into a charity shop looking for food. Like, I know that's hard for some people to comprehend, but just because I look hungry doesn't mean I'm going into charity shops for secondhand food. But I can't even believe a mannequin head, and in here she heard Madeira cake. It proves she was not listening. And then the next time I saw her, she was like, oh, did you find it? I was like, what? Alice looking at collecting MCU movies. No, she'd rather collect DC. She hates Marvel. She absolutely hates Marvel films. She cannot stand them. Oh. So people in charity shops, sometimes they need to listen. Just sometimes, give the big dude the benefit of the doubt that he's not looking for secondhand cake. Oh god, yeah. She wants to get the Batman movies and Wonder Woman and stuff like that, but she doesn't want to collect Marvel movies whatsoever. Oh, she hates it. Well, I don't know. She says she may want to pick up Venom and she may want to pick up Into the Spider-Verse. Awesome story. I'm crying and dying. Sorry. Oh, it's so bad. It's so bad. Some people in this world, they make you question existence. Oh my gosh. Oh man, there's 20 minutes left on this stream. 20 minutes already. Oh, I was going fast. Woo! I'm so sorry. Oh, so sorry for yawning. So rude yawning on a stream. I don't mean to. See, the thing is, if I didn't do my stream today, I probably wouldn't have done it until after Christmas, which is I didn't want to do. I wanted to try and get the stream done before Christmas, just so I can interact with everyone, beforehand. Because I'm gonna be busy after Christmas doing a lot of stuff, so I just kind of But imagine being in a powered wheelchair and going, "Excuse me," and nobody fucking moves. I've seen stuff like that, and it's not funny, but like people, there are some rude fucking people in this world. Rude people. Like, I don't know why. It could just be a peeve of mine, right? But I have this little problem with people who, when they like cross in front of you, especially when they've seen you walking that way first, they'll like cross in front of you, or they'll be walking your way. You move, they move exactly as where you move to, and they carry on walking for you to move again. Or when someone bumps into you, right? This is definitely the strongest one I have. Someone bumps into me, I say, "Oh, sorry," and then they go, "Hmm." It's like, nah. Okay, I was being nice. You bumped into me, right? I shouldn't have said sorry. I said sorry out of courtesy and decency as a human being. You come back and say sorry, and I've had it quite a few times. And yet again, though, it seems to be mostly the elderly who do it. And like before, I was standing in Poundland, and I was standing literally shins against the aisle. Like my shins were touching the racks, and she's going, "Excuse me." I've gone, "What?" And she had this trolley thing, and she's just gone, "Such an arsehole, won't even move." Bitch, how can I move? I said, "Can you not see where my legs are? I'm standing right again. There is enough space behind me." Paulie. Hey, Big Paulie, thanks for joining, man. I'm only on for another 18 minutes, but wow, thank you for being here. Hope you're doing well. Hope things are going good with you. Yeah, I'm alright. Oh, but sometimes people, they just they lose their courtesy. HMV is one of the biggest places I've noticed where people don't have a lot of respect. Like, it depends on where you are, right? Because for me, like when the bargain bins were out, I was having a field day. I loved the bargain bins, but there was always someone right behind me, and even though there was enough space, they'd put their hand over my shoulder to dig into the basket, so I could like literally lean on their arm here. And I was just like, "Hey, look, do you mind like standing next to me?" And it's like, "Shouldn't be in the way then." Like, you've just come through the doors. You're standing here for like 5 minutes having a look. Like, you could have at least. There was. I showed him where there was enough space. Even the workers in there, they can be funny. Especially if you ask if they've got something in stock, they go, "I guess I'll just have a check then." And it's like, it's a kind of job. I'm only asking you to do what you're being paid for. I'm not saying, do you mind bringing it personally all the way to my house? I'm just asking you if you can just click and check, please. But sometimes people can be funny. I had somebody walk from the back of my van. I said, "See, yet again, stupid people, they don't know when to bloody look." Yeah, I occasionally get nudged in HMV. No one looks where they. No, they don't. They never do. It's just the rudeness of people, and exactly, it's these people who they'll walk right in front, especially when you're about to grab something. They'll walk in. They'll go like, And it's like, now you can wait. I was gonna move my arm out of decent. Nah, you just coughed at me. You can wait. I'm gonna look right at the back of this one now. I just don't get that rudeness. I don't get it. I don't get why. Like, this is the worst bit about me, is I'm very over apologetic as well. Like, when people fall over in the street, I'll turn around and go, "Oh, sorry," And then they go, "Why are you apologizing? It's nothing to do with you." And it's like, I don't mean to. It's just natural thing. I just say, "Oh, I'm sorry," or "Oh, are you okay?" And it's like, no one else has that. Like, I think I had a drink in my hand, and I was just about to do that, and someone bashed my arm, and it went down me. And I went, "Oi!" And he went, "Shouldn't be so big then, should you?" I went, splash. I was like, "Do you know what?" I went in the way. He was on his phone and was not looking at where he was walking. He spilled my drink down me and then accused it for being my fault for being a big person. No. No. I was getting some diesel and I had some stupid walk in front of my van. I was like, what? See, people are just idiots. I don't get why people are so silly. It's like people who, before the green man comes up on the cross light, they run across the road just as a car's coming. And as soon as they get to the other side and the car beeps, they go, "Oh, we shouldn't be beeping at me." Yeah, they should, because you're an idiot. And I had to go, these parents that do it. I've seen parents that they'll like push their prams and run their prams across the road just as cars are coming. And then they're like, "Oh, that could have hit us." Then don't run across the road before the green man comes on. Duh. People don't give a shit, mate. Everyone is too wrapped up in it. Exactly. Oh, hello, Lawrence Clesen. Thanks for joining, for being here. Just talking about the rudeness of people. But it's true. It's true. But like, people always turn around to me and say, "Oh, never expect people to do what you do because everyone's different." I understand that everyone's different, but I thought common sense and courtesy was something that everyone learns. But no. I've got a few pet peeves about being out and going places. I don't like online shopping that often, but sometimes I'd rather do that than stay in a shop. What happened in a van? It all happened on the same day. Wow, that's a really bad day for people to be stupid. My phone keeps scaring the crap out of me. It keeps going beep beep like vibrating. Um, but yeah, people are rude and people are mean. Like this guy before years ago, and I was still living in London. We had a fight in CEX because he tried to snatch a case out of my hand while I was getting served. I was so annoyed. Online shopping is a lot more appealing than going to the shops with crowds of people. It is sometimes, but I've had such bad luck with online shopping, it's ridiculous. I've like in the space of a year, I've had to like put in like 12 refunds, 2 sendbacks, 4 replacements. It gets bad with online, like sometimes. I remember reading that a pregnant woman was asked to get up from her train seat to let someone's kid have a seat. Nothing wrong with the kid. Yes! Yes! It's like, oh, what was it? There was a guy in a wheelchair on a bus, and the bus was quite packed. And this woman, she put her hand up for the bus to stop, and the bus went, "Oh, bus policy. We've got to kick the guy in the wheelchair off for the woman with the pram to get on." And I was like, "What?" So I was like, no, mate, you can't do that. You can't kick off the guy in the wheelchair. Like, "Oh, well, he's in a wheelchair, like he can easily still use it. She's got a baby and 2 kids, like she needs the bus." I was like, "What? No, that's not a rule." Like, don't get me wrong. I'd do the same if they kicked a pregnant woman off the bus to let someone in a wheelchair go on. It's not about because one's in the wheelchair or one's with the baby. It's the fact that if someone's already on the bus, you can't kick them off to make space for someone else. It's kind of mean, regardless of whatever the situation. You know? Oh yeah, clothes shopping online is annoying, frustrating, crowded clothes store. And oh my god, that's terrible. Humanity is wrecked if things like that happen. As a disabled person, fuck you. Yeah, I know, that's what I'm saying. It's like, it's really cruel and horrible what people are doing. There is just no respect from anybody, and it's just there's got to be that level. There's got to be just a level of decency and respect for people. You know. But it's ridiculous. It's absolutely ridiculous how people can act and be towards different people. It's upsetting, you know. It's a really upsetting situation. So I go around now and I try and be like one of the most nice people around here if possible. Like if a homeless person asks me for money, I turn around and say, look, I really don't have any change, and they say, oh, no worries, and I say, please try and have a nice day, and they love it. You know, if someone sneezes on the bus, I say bless you, and they're happy. Someone's crying, I turn around and say, hey, don't forget you're a good person, you don't deserve what's happening. They smile, and it's nice, and I like being a good person because just if I can just make someone smile for just a second, it makes someone else's life a little bit better for a few seconds. It's worth it. I have an uncle with MS, and he just takes taxis everywhere now because of how. I don't blame him. I'm glad I have my van with privacy glass when I can use. Yeah, see, exactly. But yet again, it's also kind of unfair because certain people shouldn't have to go around and find other ways to go out and do things because other people suck. It shouldn't happen. It's annoying as hell. It's just no idea what's wrong with people. No idea whatsoever. I guess it's not one of my streams about some comedy and a rant about something serious. I said okay, so it's still about this whole people. It's the elderly women in shops. They do two things, and there's always one of two. You've got like a little basket. What's it? Movie Mouth. Hello, all. Hope all okay. Agreed. People, hey, Movie Mouth. Thanks for joining. And yes, they should. That's a good message to leave. I'm very picky with giving a homeless person money. Once I gave a guy a $5, I turned around and he went straight into the. Yeah. You can always tell who is genuinely homeless compared to who is not. A genuine homeless person is someone, if you say, I'm sorry, I don't have any money, they turn around and say, all right, well thank you and have a good day. If someone says that, you know they're really homeless. If someone turns around and goes, oh, you don't even have any change, like someone gives you attitude, you know they're not. You know they're there for one reason and one reason only. It's like people who take their dogs to sit on the street homeless. That is a really cruel thing to do. That is an evil thing to do. You should never take your dog out and use your dog as an excuse. That is horrible. But yeah, the funny side of people annoying me in shops is the elderly women doing one of two things. Either you've got a little basket with a couple of items and they go, oh, is it okay if I go in front of you because I've got something to do? It's like, oh, and you see them have like one item, so you go, okay. And as they go in front, they call their grandkids or their kids, like who are adults, to come over with a big trolley. So you go, isn't that gentleman so kind? He let us go in front. It's like, I didn't know you had the whole fucking shop in your basket. Okay, I'll let you go first. Like, it's a kind of me, myself, and Irene incident with that. I tell you, it really is. I have because of my power wheelchair anyway. You know what happened. Yes, I do. I'm so sorry about all of that. Happens all too often, and people begging just to abuse some people good. It's true, and yet again, then people suck. And the second thing that elderly people do in shops to annoy people is they'll get like 20 to 50 quid's worth of shopping, and out comes the big bag of 2p pieces. I don't carry much change. No, you don't carry much. You carry a lot. And then they did the whole 1, 2. I lost count. 1, 2, 3. And I'm like, I have to just get one thing that's like £1. Why couldn't you let me go first? Oh, and they finally get down to the last penny, and it's just, the story always gets to, it's so true. It's the truth, though. That's what makes it so annoying. When I went to Vegas with Lulu, we agreed to give the homeless 10% of anything we won on the slots. Lulu put $1 in the machine and won 500. The nearest homeless guy, so it was wow. Oh my god, I've been stuck behind those people. Yes! Oh gosh. Those people annoy me. Wow, $500 though from $1. Wow. That's some luck. No, my luck, I'd put $1 in, I'd be minus 500, I'd owe the casino. I've got the worst luck. Oh gosh. I just don't get it. I don't get it. Have to smile but still good. Yeah. Oh no. It's like after someone in front of you's mugged you off and that, and they go, "Aren't you kind?" It's like, I won't be anymore. You made that happen. Oh god, it's always the same. I remember it happened. I think they saw us coming. Probably did. So I remember years and years ago when I was collecting VHS. I was back in school and loved VHS at the time. And even DVDs were out, I still loved VHS. I don't know why. It was just awesome. In music, I was shown a film called Blues Brothers 2000, and I got so obsessed with the film. I loved the original Blues Brothers, and I didn't know there was a sequel. And I liked the sequel. And I was like, oh, and I used to have this weird magic in London, and I had it for years, which was whenever I'd mention a film, even if it was a film that I had not talked about for years, as soon as I'd mention it, it would end up in my local cash converters. Always happened. And I said to my family, I said, I really hope like I can find Blues Brothers 2000. And I've gone into my local cash converters. Now, this always happened to me. Me and this other guy, we were the top 2 customers in that cash converters. They had the list behind the counter, top 10 customers. It was this other guy's name, and then it was me, because we spent the most money in there. And every time I'd go in, as soon as I went to go and grab the thing that I've mentioned, this guy would always grab it first. And it drove me insane. So one day I've gone in and I've seen Blues Brothers next to Blues Brothers 2000. And I've gone, oh. And as I've gone to walk over, he bloody crept in behind me. And he went to go and grab them. And no joke, I like football goalie dived. And I went, mine! And grabbed him. And he went, all right. And backed off. Like, yes! These are mine! I was just like, no, I'm not letting him take from me again. He's mine. And then, like, he went up to the counter and goes, be wary of him, he's a bit weird. And then, like, because I was really good friends with the people in there, they always did discounts and stuff like that. So they knew me. So I told them why I had to do it, and they were like, yeah, okay, now we understand. So afterwards, he finally won something. Then I was like, yes. To the point where they actually let me have them for free because they did not expect me to do what I did. So they're like, sure, just take them. You deserve them. I was like, yes. Oh, man. Okay, so the stream is ending in literally a minute, which sucks. But I only do the streams for an hour every month, which is annoying. Sounds like Arnie trying to get the last. A shiny red ball. Want to trade? Such a creep in that film. Who said you could eat all of my cookies? Put that cookie down. No. Oh God, you gotta love Arnie. All right, so end of the stream. Oh, thank you all for being here. Thanks to everyone who joined in. It's a great stream. For anyone who missed, obviously, the beginning of the stream after it's uploaded, please go and check it out because I showed some movies I picked up and some collectibles I found while I had my weekend trip in London. And I will be streaming again next month, around about the same time. I'll do another live announcement thingy-majig next month. Sorry, Mr. Star. Don't be sorry. It's okay. You can always go back and watch it if you want to. I don't blame you if you don't want to. I am very boring. But I hope everyone enjoyed. Thanks all for joining. It was nice talking to you again, and I will see you all next time. So have a great weekend. Have a great Christmas, and see you soon. Bye-bye.